What's up, everybody? How's everyone doing today? We got Sam and joined with Quinn.
How you doing? How you doing, guys?
What's everybody got in their pockets?
We got Marco. How's it going, man? We got Mike's in the chat today. Justin watching at Sci-Fi Factory. How's it going, everybody? Glad y'all got us on today. Paul Munko says hi. Paul.
Oh, hey, Paul.
Glad you jumped in to watch today, man. How are you doing? How are you doing? And then I am Mr. Stevens. How's everybody doing? Guys, what do we got in the pocket? Sam, why don't you start us off, man? What are you carrying today, dude?
Hello, Hallstrom. All right. Today I got some Blade Show pickups.
Yeah, what'd we get at Blade
today.
Show, man?
First off, we'll start with the knife, the big thing.
Beautiful.
Got the Umnumzon sandblasted drop point. I threw some green O-rings on there too. Love this guy.
Yeah, that's an absolutely stellar piece, dude.
I picked up a few other knives at Blade Show, but I wanted to save those for further surprises for y'all. And then I was generously gifted this McPry. Love the McPry. Huge fan of all McNeese knives and everything they have to offer. They're great people, great company, quality products in the USA. Cannot recommend it enough. I picked up an Oz Machine Company pin because I got a Roosevelt XL and wanted to, oh, that text is upside down. Wanted to get one of their pins too. I've always been a really big tactile turn fan, still am, have a ton of those pins, but wanted to switch it up, carry something new, venture into, I guess, more into the world of pins.
Yeah, and that's a nice, I was very impressed messing around with those a little bit at Blade Show and seeing yours.
The satin finish is really,
that's
really
a
smooth.
killer pin. It's a beautiful diameter, it's a beautiful length. Everything about it is perfect dimensions. I like it a lot. It's a good pin.
And I was finally able to snag a baby bomb.
No kidding, man. That is a baby bomb.
I know, it's tiny. Flip it around this way for y'all. Just a plain stonewash one. And then my fiance was kind enough to buy me this wide mouth keystone from One Eyed Ghost. And I got to meet the guys over there. Another super cool company. Love this. I want to say this was a one of one special one they did for the show. Antiqued blue and bronze. It's the wide mouth. And yeah, I've been a big fan of this guy. I need to pick up a slip for it. But Quinn, what'd you get? What do you got today?
Yeah, awesome. Well, Paul Munko said he's doing good. It was great meeting you at Blade Show. You too, man. I really enjoyed stopping by the booth and talking with you a little bit, seeing those protos, man. That Pluto's super sweet. I can't wait to get those in and mess around with those and see how they do. I am Mr. Steven. We love seeing you at Blade Show as well, man.
Yeah, it was a good
David
time.
Castaneda said here.
What's
of course,
up,
we got
David?
Barbarian Brawny in the chat.
What's up, Brawny?
How's it going, man? And Holstrom says, this is Jack Jack. I changed my account and username. Still the same person. Glad you could make it,
Yeah.
Jack Jack. For those of you who name sounds familiar, under the name Holstrom now. Anyways, man, yeah. So I've got my tactile turn, slim standard in titanium.
Solid.
Absolutely love that little guy right there. It's a regular for me. And y'all will recognize my pry bar. Not a new pry bar, but I did throw my notorious EDC bead on there. I finally got around to getting myself some 275 cord, so I figured I'd take advantage of that by throwing a bead on my pry bar finally. So super stoked with how that came out. Got the little, what do you call those, Celtic stop knots tied in there to kind of keep my bead in place. So super happy with that. And then my blade that I got at Blade Show is the Hinderer Eclipse Skinny that debuted day one Friday at Blade Show. This thing is absolutely phenomenal. Very comfortable in hand.
Yeah.
Much more thin than a Hinderer usually is. And I really like the dimensions on this guy. I really like the thickness. It's super comfortable.
That hollow ground slicer.
Yes,
on
the hollow ground slicer. That blade is scary,
yeah, it
man.
gets super thin behind the edge.
And that action is just wonderful.
I feel like the action on the skinnies is better for
Yeah,
some reason.
100%.
Which I would think it would be
And
the other way around. The heavier, thicker blade
Right.
would I don't know.
Who knows?
He's doing some sort of magic on those.
But yeah, so I've got some skiffs on the way for that guy. Super excited to pop those in there. I'll probably throw a lynch clip on there. But yeah, man, that's what I got. That's what I got. That's the knife I got at Blade Show, and that's what I'm carrying. Guys, let us know what y'all have, of course, as always.
Yeah.
And let's go ahead and dive right into it, man, because I'm super excited. We got a bunch of really cool stuff for you guys back there. So really excited to see what y'all think about all that, man. What steel is the arch nemesis? Chris, dude, you're spoiling everything, bro. We were going to get to that last,
we
bro.
haven't even gotten there yet.
Spoilers in the chat, y'all. Watch out. I don't know what steel the arch nemesis is in, you guys. It's the San My Damascus one, so maybe Chris can check the COA. He's in the shop, and he can let us know in chat, because I forget. We're all human.
You want to start off on the? I can see if I can get that.
Yeah.
Real quick
Let's do it. So I'll start off with some new knives for the shop. We did pick these up. These first ones that I'm going to show you, we did pick them up at the show, but these are more so just going to be new knives for us and less of showing off what we got at the show. So got the Magic 2 in the blue and black configuration. Those will be available online and in store. I think they should be up now, I want to say.
Getting on that.
No. Okay, so these
Not
guys
in
will
store
just
yet.
be in store, at least at the time. If you give us a call and you need to order it online, I'm sure that we can get that done for you. But that is the Magic 2. Super fun action on that guy. It's a really nice knife, very unique. If you're looking for something unique, something that's got that hidden open, that is definitely a great contender right there. For those of you that are familiar with the Magic 1, the action is a little bit different. Kind of awkward showing it to the camera, but you bring the handle. Dude, this thing is so awkward to show on camera. You bring the front handle backward like that. So pretty cool action on that guy there.
I couldn't see anything on the steel for the arch nemesis. We will just have to check that COA. And ProTech will be available by tomorrow or the end
ProTech
of
will
the day.
be available by tomorrow or the end of the day after the live.
Okay.
So you heard it from Chris, guys. Be end of the
By
day
Friday.
tomorrow or by Friday at the very latest if you're wanting to pick up one of those Magic 2s. We did get a couple of them. So those will be online shortly. Or if you're local, you can come in and grab one.
What's up, Chef Rocky?
What do we got next, Sam?
Oh, let's do this guy. This was not a Blade Show pickup, another one that's just new for the store. The ProTech and Chavez collaboration. This is the Redención,
Yep.
right? Yeah.
Yep, Redención.
And we have these
Button
in
lock.
black and OD green.
Yes,
with
sir.
the screwless skull clips, or the hidden screw skull clips. Yeah, I've been a really, really big fan of these. US made, Chavez design, manufactured by ProTech. So you know it's got great fit and finish, perfect blade centering, perfect action straight out of the box. Yeah, I'm a really, really big fan of these. And these we do have in stock on the website right now, ready to go. Those guys are $330 and use the code Barbarian for a little discount at the checkout.
Chef Rocky says, I missed you in Atlanta. I bought my deadlock from you, I think. Wish we could have seen you in Atlanta, man.
Yeah.
And yeah, I know we've sold a couple deadlocks. So yeah, if you bought it, if you didn't get it at Blade Show, there's a strong chance you got it from us. I know we've sold a few of them. But yeah, man, there's always next Blade Show. Always next Blade Show.
You want to grab the next one?
Yeah, man. So next up, keeping it in with the new knives, just new models for the store. Y'all know we are a Remet dealer, and so we got the Remet Auroras in. This is the marbled carbon fiber inlay or raindrop carbon fiber inlay, whatever they're calling it.
I think they're calling that one Raindrop.
Raindrop.
Which that's a beautiful piece
Yeah,
of carbon.
it is a beautiful piece of carbon there. For those of you that like, more exotic carbons,
Dude,
that's definitely it.
that would look really good with some Raindrop Damasteel or something.
The action's still a little stiff on this one. We're still everyone's gonna need to break in a little bit, but they are very sweet little knives. And they are in M390, of course.
Nice. I really like that two-tone on the blade.
Yeah.
The blasted with the satin.
Very nice knife there. And we did get that in a few configurations, and they are available online. That is the Remet Aurora.
And
what do we got that for?
Specific one, $205.90 for this raindrop carbon fiber inlay.
It's a pretty dang good deal, I would say.
Yeah, for a piece of carbon that nice with M390 that's
crossbar lock,
yeah.
M390, that's a pretty dang good deal.
Let's see if it says if it's hand rub. No, it's not hand rub satin, but that's still very nice. Yeah, big fan of that guy.
But yeah, the Remet Aurora, new model from Remet. And then next up, we got one more Remet model for you guys.
You want to take that one? I know you're a big fan of
Sure,
that
yeah,
guy.
dude, let's do it, yeah.
I don't want to rob you of that knife.
This is the Rhino, you guys. Really, really sweet knife. This is the black on black variation, but there is an OD green stonewash blade variation. The action on this, you guys, I really wish it could convey through the camera. The action on that is impeccable.
Especially for the price.
Yeah, that's a $35 knife.
Yeah.
This is a $35 knife, you guys. And the action is that of like ProTech or ZT or
14C,
I mean,
28N and G10 scales.
Yeah.
You got the button liner lock.
Yeah. This is an absolutely phenomenal knife for the money. If you're looking for something that, you don't feel guilty about buying, but still keeps up with that high performance kind of, themes, this is a great little knife, the Rhino, you guys. It's got a really, really striking look.
Multiple deployment methods.
Multiple deployment methods. You got a front flipper, thumb studs. Ooh. Front flipper's gonna take some getting used to. Thumb studs and a button lock. That's just an absolutely phenomenal piece, you guys. We do have those in stock online. Like I said, $35.99. That is an incredibly great deal on a very, very nice knife, you guys.
Yeah, and then we do have that one you were saying, OD green with the uncoated blade.
Yeah.
Those are nice.
Phenomenal knives. Remet, I was talking to Sam about it before we started the live. This is going to be a hot take, you guys. Let me know in chat if you agree or if you disagree. But I was telling Sam before we started the live that I think personally that Remet does a quality budget pocket knife better than we or Civivi. I am aware that their variations are a little bit slimmer. They don't have as many options in that category, but I think the price point for quality that you get out of Remet versus Civivi is way, way better with Remet. That the folding B that we've shown off on the live before, it has the toothpick in the handle. That's 14C 28N, smooth action. It's what, $50 max, and you get a toothpick with that added utility, a titanium toothpick. Yeah. That's incredible.
And another thing I would add to that is I agree with you, and I also think that Kaiser and Concept fall into that. Well, maybe not Concept, maybe they're higher end. I think there's more value with Concept than we.
100%.
But like Kaiser, those Lexan drop bears.
Yeah, those Lexan drop bears are crazy.
Dude, same general price range and just insane.
But no, I mean, I dare you to show me a knife like that from Civivi. You can't do it for $35. Not for $35. You can't do it.
Impossible.
No. We're looking at, I mean, like maybe you can like point it like, oh, like the Cubits or something like that, but those are $50 to $70 knives. Yeah. This is a $35 knife.
Not to take away from Civivi.
No, great company, but it just highlights what Remet's doing especially well. I mean, their value folders are some of the best in my opinion. Absolutely.
Justin said, what's the best thing you each grabbed from the show? My favorite would either be, I got a Batwing hand ground custom A2D Mark II.
That's nice.
Or my Roosevelt XL that I picked up. The same one that we got for the store. I got one for myself. Those are probably my two.
And I was a good boy, y'all. I didn't go too crazy like Sam. I only bought one knife. I was able to keep my nose clean, man. So that's my favorite pickup from Blade Show. Absolutely, is the skinny Eclipse. That's all I got. I was able to leave Blade Show less than $1,000 out of my pocket.
I don't know how you did it.
A little POB for me, dude. A little POB because I did a good job at Blade Show. Yeah, awesome, man.
That's solid.
Alrighty, well,
Next up.
we'll go ahead and get into our staff
staff
picks, and then we'll go ahead and show you guys what we got from Blade Show. So hold on just one quick second, y'all. It's coming, it's coming. What's that first staff pick, man?
I'm snagging this
Yeah,
guy,
dude,
'cause
you got to.
I love this knife. This was Braden's staff pick. He's one of our sales associates. He's been here for, what, about 6 months now?
Something like that, 6 to 8,
He's
6
been
to 8
killing
months.
it, and this was his staff pick this week.
A mighty fine staff pick,
Yes,
might I
the
add.
mop button sapphire PVD blade, TR3 integrity with the relic milling pattern. Yeah, trying to get that mother of pearl to kind of show through a little bit better so the light catches it. It's beautiful. Drop point.
Yeah, that is one of the best configurations of the TR3 integrity.
It
right
is.
there.
They had one of these at Blade Show that I almost got.
I know you're very fond of that knife.
Yes,
yeah.
with it wasn't black though. It was their like kind of worn gray.
Worn gray, yeah.
That was really nice. But yeah, and this is a really great staff pick. We still have these available on the website and in store. $330. It kind of speaks for itself. 6061 aluminum handle, mother of pearl button on the button lock, PVD, a really nice sapphire PVD. It's gonna hold up well to scratches. Super sharp, great quality control. That's how ProTech does it.
And only $330 for a ProTech of that quality.
Yes.
That's a really good deal.
Yes,
That's a really
it
good deal.
is.
Because I mean, while ProTech isn't the most expensive knife on the market, you are absolutely, especially when you start looking at those mother of pearl button inlays, exotic PVD coatings,
Yep.
etc. You really can find yourself in that $500 ballpark very quick. So that's really cool that they're bringing that at $330. I think that's a very reasonable price.
It is.
100%.
Certainly.
Alrighty, well, next staff pick. This is from Janessa. You guys have seen a couple of her staff picks before. She chose the new Benchmade station knife to show to you guys. This is an absolutely phenomenal color. That acid wash or black wash on the blade is very starking. It's got quite a unique look compared to the other station knives that are available thus far. Get that a little closer so you guys can see it a little better. And those are aluminum handles on that guy as well. So a little bit more slick, a little bit more sleek looking, a little bit more clean looking. Definitely a great staff pick.
Put a pin in that real quick. Justin said he just scored the Kunwu Excalibur. I would love to check that out. If you ever have it with you next time you're in at the store, I've been very interested in those. I love Van Axe, and yeah, I'd like to check one of those out. But let me just real quick before we move on to the Blade Show pickups everyone's been waiting for. Showcase this guy right here.
Yep.
We do have them in store. We are out of stock on the website right now, but if you aren't local and you do want one of these, please call and we can throw one upstairs
Absolutely,
for you.
guys. And Benchmade is doing a special right now.
Oh yeah,
free apron with any station knife purchase. I know that might not sound like much, but hey, if you're in the market for a station knife already, it's a great way. Go ahead, buy it now. It gets you a little bit of extra value. Plus, those aprons are really, really nice. That's not just like some cheap little apron they threw in there. Oh, okay, here you go. It's actually a really decent apron. So, if you guys are looking for a station knife, now might be a good time to pick one up.
And the apron is a good segue into this. Just to highlight this real quick, because this is coming up on Friday. Blades and Bites, 6:30 to 8:30. We've got 4 rounds of raffles.
4 rounds of raffles, you guys.
mistaken.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're not going to tell you what we're raffling off quite yet, but it's some good stuff, guys. 4 different rounds.
Yeah, come hang out.
All kinds of
we got food
knives
today.
and accessories.
We got the griddle assembled. We got burgers, hot dogs. We got some sodas. We got some chips and sides. We're gonna have some games. We're gonna have a great time. I'm really looking forward to it. If you guys can make it by this weekend, please stop on by.
Absolutely. 6:30 to 8:30, you guys. 4 rounds of raffles, free food. Come talk about knives. Come look at knives.
Yeah.
Touch knives. It'll be a great time.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one.
Awesome. Well, I think it's time,
Let's get
man.
into
What
it.
everyone's been waiting for. Let's go ahead and get into what we
Why
got
don't you
from
start it off and have your pick?
from Blade Show. All right. Well, I was
your
gonna
pick.
save it for last, but Chris spoiled it in the chat, so we'll go ahead and We'll go ahead and bust it out now for you guys because I am very excited to show this off. When we went up to Blade Show, this was like the only thing that I was like gonna die for, man. I was like, whatever happens, I'm getting an arch nemesis for the shop. Personally, I'm a huge Sharp by Design guy, and I love the quality of these knives. And I mean, let's be honest, y'all. That speaks for itself. That is a very, very nice piece of art right there. That does have the
Oh, that copper is gorgeous.
snake skin, copper, carbon fiber inlay on both sides, you guys. That does have the Sanmai Damascus blade there. Absolutely wonderful. And the action on this, you guys, is, I mean, if any of you have ever messed around with Sharp by Design with Brian Nadeau's stuff before, see if I can get it on the mic. The action is just so incredibly nice, you guys. So that is the first and my personal favorite Blade Show pickup that we got. For those of you interested, we will not be posting this online. We are going to be keeping it in our customs case. So if you would like to come and check it out or purchase it, you'll have to come check us out in store. This guy is going for $2,200. So for those of you that are interested, man, come check it out. We'll have it up in the customs case. Come treat yourself to probably the nicest custom knife that you can get right now, hands down.
Yeah.
Man, just one more for the camera, you guys. God almighty, man. I mean, everything about that is just absolutely gorgeous. Alrighty, well, what's next, man? Bust out the next one, Sam.
You probably could have guessed which one I was going to go for, but I feel it's only right. Got the Rosie XL. This is zigzag milling. I think they were calling this a graphite finish.
Yes.
On the handle and clip. And then stonewash MagnaCut blade. This one's number 726. I was fortunate enough to be able to grab 730, which is the exact same spec as this. This is my new favorite knife. Just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful execution. Great machine work. I love the way the zigzag reflects light.
The action.
The action.
The action, y'all. It's the best action ever.
It is.
Hands down.
It is.
That's the best action on a folding knife my
Well,
hands
and
have
not
ever experienced.
only is it the best action, it's the best lock interface. It's going to be really hard to show this on camera, but it has a ceramic ball that interfaces with the tang of the blade, and then it has an over travel going both ways. So this lock bar, there's a piece of steel right up here, if you can see it by my finger, that stops the lock bar from moving in over time. In my mind, it is the most ingenious lock bar design I have seen. I've just been blown away with this knife, and there's no detent ramp on this, really. I mean, well, you don't feel the detent ramp. It's not like you get to a certain spot on here, on most frame locks, okay, you're right here, you're off of the detent, and now you feel the blade tang grinding on the scale. There is none of that. It is just solid, smooth until it's locked. There's no ramp feel, there's no clink, there's no scrapes. It's just magic. Absolutely crazy knife.
Wonderful knife. What's the price on that guy, man?
It's $12.50.
$12.50.
Which is a steal considering how much these go for on the secondary market.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, man. And same story with that one, you guys. That won't be available online. That's going to stay in our customs case and give the sales floor a little bit of clout. So if y'all are interested, come check that out in store. And put your hands on it, take a look at it, maybe come buy it. But yes, guys, that'll be available in the customs case on the sales floor.
Dude, now I
Alrighty.
want to get another Roosevelt. I
Well,
want to get a standard.
Next up, I guess I'll go ahead and show off this bad boy right here. Oop, little sneak peek. What do we got there, guys?
This one prepped.
The Holt Morpheus. This was another one of our Blade Show pickups, you guys. We get asked for these a lot, and they're incredibly hard to find, so we knew that we definitely had to chase after some Holt Morpheuses at the show. We wanted to grab a couple. Unfortunately, we were only able to get the one, but nevertheless, we do have it. Same thing with this this knife, you guys. That one is going to be available in store, not online. And man, I just want to take a moment to highlight that polish. That is an amazing, amazing blade finish.
It's like a mirror polished stonewash.
Yeah, super nice. The action on that, you guys, is, I mean, like, that's, dude, it doesn't get any better than that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It doesn't get any better than that. I mean, dude.
It's funny because we pulled out the Arch Nemesis and we're like, yeah, best action. It doesn't get better than this. We pull out the Rosie. We're like, yeah,
Best action doesn't get better than this.
So we pull out the Morpheus and we're like, best action doesn't get better than this.
What Sam is saying, guys, is we're biased. We're knife guys.
Yeah.
We love it all,
yeah,
dude.
we do.
But no, for real, guys. I mean, the action on this Morpheus is just, you don't even have, all you got to do is ask nicely for this thing to shut like butter, and it does.
We had a lot of fun picking up really nice knives for the store and for ourselves at Blade Show. It's fun to finally be able to show these off and let y'all know what we got.
Y'all can see the milling lines on that. What did they call this one, Sam?
I'm drawing a blank.
It was something that played on spider's web, something like
Yes.
that. I'm at a loss.
Okay.
I didn't
I'm
bring the
gonna do-
COAs over here, y'all, so I don't know. Blade steel on this guy, I think, is LMAX, I want to say. Chris,
Either
correct me in
that
chat
or-
if I'm wrong. I should have brought the COAs over here, but I didn't. But that is the Holt Morpheus, you guys. I absolutely love this configuration with the blue anode hardware, those milling lines on the handle. Same story with that one, you guys. That is going to be available in store. So if you've been hunting down a Holt Morpheus, if you're local, if you want to come check this guy out, come visit us on the sales floor.
Okay. It's going to be a little difficult to track down the milling pattern on that guy right now.
It's all right. We can, hopefully Chris will be able to get it in chat before we end the live.
Cool.
It's not I don't think it's dire though.
All right, next up, we've got...
While Sam unboxes that, if any of you guys made it out to Blade Show, let us know what you got. Or if you weren't able to make it, just let us know what your latest pickup was. Knives and Pizza says, yo, you guys are dope.
right back at
we
you.
appreciate that, Knives and Pizza. Right back at you, man. Right back at you.
Oh, hello, Anne-Marie. Yeah, why don't you tell everybody what you got at Blade Show? Oh.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah, dude.
Show those good people that knife.
Here it
Oh
is.
my gosh.
Here it is. Mini Arius M390 burnished.
With their new milling pattern. That thing is
Love
absolutely
that.
phenomenal. That
It's
high satin finish is so nice.
It's the polished Plexa is what they're calling that handle. And the action on this guy, exactly what you would expect from a Koenig. Yeah. Beautiful knife. The Holt has better action.
Yeah, I agree. But you know what? I will say, I have never been a fan of the silhouette of the Mini Arius. It's never done much for me.
Really, I like it. I like it.
There's not one that I've ever been super into. They're quality knives. They just don't do much for me with the way that they look. I don't know how, but the milling lines on this mini Arius that we got
It
absolutely
is
do it for me,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
That is,
I
if I
mean,
was going to pick one up, that is the one I'd be getting.
The fit and finish on the machining of these, I think, is why they're so popular and what gets them the status that they have in the knife industry. Just the attention to detail with their machining process and their finishing process. I mean, not a single burr, of course. There's nothing. The way that their new pattern reflects the light, I hope the camera is doing this justice.
It's not. You guys will have to come check it out in shop.
You do. You need to. It's the only way. It's the only way to see it. And then you got the back spacer on here.
Wink, wink. Come check it out in shop.
A little bit of jimping on the back spacer.
Yeah, super phenomenal knife right there.
Love this guy. It almost, their new milling pattern finish kind of reminds me of like a TRM.
Yeah,
little bit like
it is kind of like the TRM.
Yeah, Justin, camera really can't do it justice.
No. That's okay. That's okay. They'll just have to come
You'll just
check
have
it
to
out
come
in
check
person.
It out. Set that down, back on that cloth, get that bad boy polished back up.
I am Mr. Stevens says might be the sweetest Arius I've seen. It is.
Yeah.
That's a really, really nice one, man.
It is.
Really, really nice.
I like their
one.
Alutex ones too, like the set that we picked up at Blade Show last year. Those were really, really nice.
Those were really nice. All right, man. Well, next up, couple more for you guys. We're really, really excited to show you guys this one. So not only did we manage to snag a couple Machine-Wise Sonoras while we were up there, you guys, we managed to get started as dealers with them.
Yeah.
So not only do we have some Sonoras from Blade Show to sell, we now are going to be having them in Mojaves and Bally's, etc. more frequently. So stay tuned for all of that. We are now Machine-Wise dealers, but we do have a couple of the Sonoras in that we brought back with us from Blade Show. We have the tie variation and the brass variation. So the one you see here now in my hand, and then the brass bolster variation, those are going to be in MagnaCut, Justin.
And in case you're referring to the steel on the Koenig, it is in 390.
Integral button lock folder on that. And this is probably
one
of the smoothest button locks that has ever been in my hand ever. And
I love their factory edge, the way that it gets wider at the tip, and they always do a nice polish on them.
Whoop. If I can demonstrate that bevel that Sam was talking about.
Yeah.
We go from like probably, let's say maybe a 20-degree bevel, 17-degree bevel down to a 15-ish, 13-ish. Gets a little bit more narrow towards the tip there.
And if there's one more thing you can show off with the blade closed, how like the centering and just the perfect angle where that tip meets. It's like one side, the edge isn't lopsided on one side of the tip, and the blade is perfectly centered. That's one of my favorite things checking out these Sonoras is like, man, that's impressive, especially on an integral like that.
Absolutely a marvel of machining right here. And we are dealers now. So if you miss out on one of these ones we brought back from Blade Show, guys, no sweat. We'll be getting in more. So keep a lookout for those. What's the retail on that guy, Sam?
Those are going to be going for $750 with the titanium bolster, $775 for the brass bolster. I didn't bring that one over. I don't want to be touching the brass prematurely, patinaing it, so I went with the safe option, the full tie. But we did get a couple of those.
And then I think one last one, man. You want to show it off?
Yes, and we did get a handful of ProTechs from the ProTech booth. We just didn't want to bring.
We got a bunch of ProTech, y'all. So stay tuned. Check the website. Come visit us in the shop. We got a bunch more from ProTech at Blade Show.
And this is one of their new models. This is a custom version of it. It's the Cambria 2. Oh, and this one is actually marked prototype. I don't know if you noticed that.
Whoa! I did not notice that either.
I did not notice that. Go ahead and show this off so y'all can see that prototype.
The proto.
Show off the front of it. This is a Damascus with the, what's the wood on this one? Is it the burl?
I think so.
Okay. And then it's got the mosaic pin, mosaic button. Yeah. I really like the Cambria too. I've picked up a couple of these now. They had a teal Techno Carbo and mop button one that my fiance picked up for me at Blade Show, and then I have a copper Techno Carbo and mop button acid wash blade that they did. But all to say, the new Cambria 2, it's a new model from ProTech. I'm really excited that we finally got some in for the store. And yeah, I can't wait for customers to get their hands on these and experience this knife.
That is also some of the best button lock action that there is.
Yes.
Very comparable to the Sonora.
Yeah, and
it
it's
is
got a
so,
really
so smooth.
crisp break on it.
Yeah, the
nice
action on that
detail.
guy is phenomenal.
Check that guy out.
Oh yeah.
And that
I'll
custom
let you
is
guys
going
take
to
a
be
look at
going
the,
for $615, and that one will be in store.
Damascus there. Absolutely beautiful Damascus.
Chad Nichols Damascus, right?
Yep. Alrighty, guys. Well,
Good knives.
that is just
Good
about
knives,
it.
yeah.
That is all we have for you today. But as always, it's been fun. I'm glad we got to show off what we got from Blade Show. And if you guys are local, as always, come in, check it out, see the new digs that we got. Before we let you go, I do want to give a quick little announcement. I'm not going to spoil too much, but next week we will have a new vendor announcement for you guys. We're bringing on a new company that I am
So
personally
excited.
so excited to have.
Yep.
To have in the shop. So tune in next week and we will tell you all about that. But as always, guys, it's been great.
Yeah. Don't
Catch
forget,
us next week live
Blades
at 5.
and Bites on Friday. Catch you then. Alrighty. Y'all take care.
See you next week, guys. Live at 5.